Welcome back to another episode of the Gambling Goatz podcast. I'm Shea. No Johnny today. He's off sick, and we got some important announcements. Gambling Goatz podcast is now sponsored by Davies Group. Davies Group Modular Construction, for all your one-stop shop for building needs, whether it be custom modular housings, floor plans, designs. They do it all. Make sure you look them up. Links definitely going to be in the bottom of this video. Davies Group Modulars, Davies Group Designs. Great people, great service, great houses. Big week last week. We finally, dove into some golf picks. We got a little NBA action, some NHL picks as well. I'm going to recap both for Johnny and I here. He had a great week. Wish he could be here to kind of gloat about how good this week is for him, but he's a little under the weather today, so we hope he feels better and up at it for next week. So I'll dive in here. Last week, I had Will Zalatoris versus Sam Burns. Sam Burns did not make the cut. That was an easy win for me. It was a 72-hole match. Zalatoris, our boy, comes through again. Gets me another W on the golf side of things. I had Jordan Spieth to finish inside the top 10, and he was looking good. He was looking solid. First 2 days he was inside that top 10, but he kind of fell apart on the weekend. Hate to see it, so he did not hit that top 10. I had Max Homa, top 20 finish, defending champ. He came through. He played really well. Finished inside the top 10. I should have took him inside the top 10. So that was a nice hit on the golf. So two and one on the golf side of things. My NBA pick, I only had the one. I had LaMelo Ball over 20.5 points versus the Miami Heat. He didn't quite get there, but you know what? He had a great game. Had a bunch of rebounds, a bunch of assists, and he only got to 14 points. So that was a tough loss for me on the NBA side. So 0-1 on NBA. And then hockey. I had the Blues to beat the Canadiens, and who knew the Canadiens would finally wake up. So that was a tough loss. Canadiens win that one outright 3-2. My Blues minus 1.5 did not hit. But my dog pick of the week was the Sens money line versus Buffalo. Battle of the bottom of the barrel here. I'm a big Sens fan, but I know they suck. And they came through in the clutch and beat Buffalo there. So that was nice. So overall, 3-3 total week there for myself. And I'll dive into Johnny's huge week here. The guy was hot. I'll start off with his hockey picks. He had Oilers money line versus the Ducks. Oilers took care of business like they should. Connor McDavid and the boys there were buzzing, getting a lot of shots on goal, a lot of good opportunities to score. So they won that money line bet. And then he also had the Rangers minus 1.5 versus Detroit. It was one of those good team playing a shitty team, should have cashed, kind of like my Montreal Canadiens Blues bet. But Detroit ended up winning that one outright. So that 1.5 never hit. He did great on his basketball. He had Guinness over 5.5 assists. He finished with 9. So that was an easy cash. No sweat needed there. And he had the Heat money line versus the Hornets. And that also cashed. So 2-0 in basketball, 1-1 in hockey. He's off to a great start. And then his golf picks. His golf picks were unreal. He had Justin Thomas to place in the top 10. Cash it. JT played really well going down the stretch. Nice to watch. I'm finally getting back into watching some golf now, so good to see JT and the solid players that we follow around here on the Gambling Goatz podcast step up. And he also had Colin Morikawa top 10 finish that also hit. So overall, Johnny had a 5-1 week. He's going to take the belt this week, but I'm coming in hot. I'm coming in with some picks this week that hopefully I can top that. So I'm just going to go ahead and dive right into this. It's going to be a short video today. Again, we're sponsored by Davies Group Modular Customs. Great company, great people, one-stop shop for all your building needs. Thanks to them, we're able to put on this video and have some big things coming down the line here with regards to merch, special events, that kind of stuff. So before I dive into my picks here, I just wanted to give a shout out to them. So here we go. Picks for Friday, February 25th. We're going to start in the NHL, where I got 3 picks. I got 3 picks in the NHL. I'm going back to the well here. I wasn't doing the best in the NHL the last couple days. It'll be nice to have a little bounce-back win. My first game is going to be the St. Louis Blues. I'm going back to them. They lost to Montreal, but I don't see them losing to Buffalo. They're taking on Buffalo tonight. St. Louis is home. I'm going to pick St. Louis to win in regulation. I think that's a pretty safe bet. Buffalo is still scrambling. They're not a very good hockey team there at all. My next bet, Colorado Avalanche versus the Winnipeg Jets. This is going to be a good game. This is going to be a battle. But I do think Colorado pulls out. They're hungry for a win after that spanking earlier this week from Boston. So nice to see Colorado jump back, get back at home here, win this one in regulation as well, and beat the Winnipeg Jets. I think it's going to be a higher scoring game. I think both these teams can score, so I wouldn't be mad about taking the over as well. But I'm definitely just going to hop on Colorado in regulation as one of my picks here. And then we got the Battle of the Desert. We got the Vegas Golden Knights versus the Arizona Coyotes in Arizona. I'm going to take Vegas in regulation here as well. They're just the better team. I'm noticing a trend here. You just kind of got to fade those subpar teams and take the better team. So I'm going to take Vegas in regulation. And that'll do it for my hockey picks this week. So I got 3 hockey picks going. Hopefully I can go 3-0 in those. I like them. Let's dive into some basketball. I got 2 NBA and 1 college basketball pick to give to you this week. My first NBA, it's going to be a prop. We're going to the Toronto Raptors at Charlotte Hornets. I'm going back to the well again. LaMelo Ball. I'm taking him as over 19.5 points. He didn't get there last week, but he's had that All-Star break. And he's he played in that game, so he's going to look to get hungry here and turn it up a notch after that All-Star break. So I'm going to go over the 19.5 points for LaMelo Ball. I think the Raptors win. I am a Raptors guy, so go hometown roots here. But I think LaMelo is going to get a few touches and score a few points here. So I'm going to take LaMelo Ball over 19.5 points. My second basketball pick here is going to be the late game. We got the Los Angeles Clippers versus the Los Angeles Lakers, Battle of LA. I'm taking LeBron. LeBron's going to score over 2.5 made threes. He didn't get there his last game, but his other 4 games before that, he's gotten 3. I could see him being hungry. This is a big rivalry. Big players come to play in big games. So I'm going to take LeBron James over 2.5 made threes. So that will be one of my 2. Those are my 2 NBA picks there, both prop picks. Looking for a big bounce back after my last week NBA. And my 1 college basketball, we got the only ranked team, Iowa playing Nebraska. These 2 teams played back on February 13th, which wasn't too long ago. And Iowa dominated. They won 98-75. I believe the spread is 12.5 right now. I'm not going to look at playing the spread right now. I'm just going to go to the team total. I think it's a little too low for this Iowa team, who they've been putting up points left, right, and center. The team total's at 87. So I'm going to take Iowa over 87 points. Like I said, they just beat this Nebraska team earlier this month, 98-75. We know they can clear this total if they play their game. And you know what? Ranked versus unranked, I think this is going to be easy Iowa dominant. I would look at playing the spread at 12.5 there as well. It's just a little too much for me to get involved for college ball here. So that will do it. Those are all my picks. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Gambling Goats. And again, shout out to our sponsors. First sponsors here. Big things coming, man. We got Davies Group Modular Customs. Great guys, great people. Awesome company to be working with if you're looking to build your dream home. Guys, let's make some money.